Than that, we have the wake up action.
Yeah, the wake up action is when you fall asleep, you will see the aura of
One sec, guys, I know.
a weird drawer appearing in the dream world. This drawer, on this drawer, there's an alarm clock that you can interact with and rip open out of a bubble.
Yes.
I mean,
you rip.
Okay, so what's happened,
You're
guys?
gonna see it in the video.
What's happened?
Yeah.
They run over to this white dresser right here that has this weird nightmarish bubble, and you grab the alarm clock that is ringing.
And you rip it off.
Yes.
And then it disappears, and then you're awake.
Yeah. And that.
So you have to go, oh, so it's like pig. Hey, babe, I'm
Yes,
being a bit longer
before you
because
fall
of the thing I've
Which
been
is,
saying.
again, a minute.
No.
By default,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the 1
Okay.
minute to fall
Yes.
asleep.
So you get 30 more seconds up to 90. Of course, the
So it's kinda like the pig.
Is that you're linked to only one of those drawers, and you're linked to the one that is furthest from you.
So it's
When
a
you-
little bit like the
Pig.
the jigsaw box.
A little.
Yeah.
Not
A
for
lot
the-
like
the
it.
procedural,
Better, maybe.
The placement of the key and everything, but there's only one that's for you.
A key.
And it's always going to be far away.
Yeah, but you don't have to choose. You don't have to run to each one to find out which one's
No,
the
no,
right
no.
one for you.
Yeah,
In
that's
this
it.
case,
You can only see the one you're linked
You can
to,
still
and
fail a
one
skill
that
check.
You're good.
What?
It's not a very long interaction, and it
Wait,
like
what?
before it gives you 30 more seconds before falling asleep the next time.
yeah.
Which
and
is probably the best way to wake up.
I'm sure, yeah. Well, yeah, with the caveat that it can take quite well.
You have to get to it.
Yeah, it takes like probably like 15 seconds or something. So
Wait, so they can
maybe
break
also
out
finally
of
there's
Dreamworld
fantastic
and
that is,
break
and
the
also
gens to break
one of
out as
your
well?
friends Wake you up.
With the
Awesome.
wake up.
click, click, clap.
And people can wake you up by snapping.
Wow, he's gonna be so much more shit.
To balance this method of waking up, we've added a penalty that makes it that each time you wake up someone, it will take more and more time to wake up the next time you try.
No.
To do it
Okay,
again.
that's
So
at least
sometimes
something.
like
How
10
much?
seconds,
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then it's 8.
then it's 12.
And then it's 6.
Oh, really?
And then it stays.
Yeah, but they can still go to the
This means
boxes.
It's basically the
Hmm.
best method of waking up
What?
for the first time. The second time, it's
That wasn't 4 seconds.
it's okay,
You can
and
keep them
then
while
the more
they're
you
out.
use
That was
it,
like
it's
2 seconds.
not really worth it
You can
anymore.
Yeah. There's no way to reset this at the moment.
And you can only wake someone up if
If
they're
you
fully
hit them out
healed.
of the dream world.
What, Ben?
Yes.
Yes.
Hit
You
out
have
of
to
the
heal
dream
them
world,
first.
And you have to be awake to wake somebody up.
You hit out a bit.
Yeah.
People
That's
say,
one of the key
isn't that what
components.
they say?
Mhm.
So
You
if
can
everybody
hit
is
him
asleep,
while they're
then you
out of
have
the
to go
dream
get the
world.
alarm clock. Or fail a skill check.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Good.
You can hit him.
And also the
survivors
actions
don't hit
take
you. What do you mean?
forever to do, so the skill checks are not as painful as they
Exactly.
used to be.
And it's also the reason why you can heal before you can wake some.
Oh, they don't need to be in the dream world anymore. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the heal was
But
so
what would
long.
the dream world do?
Yeah, it
then?
made no
You kinda
sense.
had to-
Yeah, what does the dream world do,
It's
guys?
the case that
Then there's no
the
point in
eel
dream
is
world, pretty
more
much.
important than waking up in most games, most situations.
We have a question here. Does the killer know when you're using the wake up clock?
No, they do not.
So they don't see a pop or anything. Although they'll see your icon go from sleeping to not sleeping.
Exactly.
But it could have been any reason.
Yeah. We didn't want to give the killer this kind of map awareness.
In
and
one
player
of,
awareness.
in one of our earlier prototypes, the killer actually could saw which clocks had people like linked to it, and it was a little too much information.
Yeah. We even highlighted the aura of the person after they used the clock.
Yeah, that
That's a
didn't
bit
last
much.
very long.
With his abilities.
Yeah.
It was very difficult.
Which is a great segue
Oh, thank
to what the hell does Freddy do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
good
let's
question.
see.
Let's start with dream snares. Do you want to take off dream snares?
Dream snares.
Basically, dream snares are some traps that you can put on the ground
Like this?
like this. Whoop-a-lie.
So what happened here? What are we seeing?
What we're saying? So basically,
You
it's
see
a
it, though.
pool of blood on the ground from which Anne starts grasping at survivors when they walk on it. It's while
They're
in the,
only visible when you're asleep.
Okay.
And they're
Of course.
only triggered when you're asleep.
That's it.
yes. So basically, they slow the survivors by 15% and prevents them from
15.
doing fast vaults. In that regards, are kind of similar like to the clown gas.
Exactly.
And
But-
they also serve a similar purpose of blocking loops and helping you catch swift survivors.
Also, they
How long
scream
do they stay
when hit
for?
The trap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they
which-
give a loud noise notification similar to when you trigger madness.
So can you just put traps everywhere?
Yeah, you have a total of
8 tokens.
8 tokens.
8 tokens.
Yeah. And, then
And-
what happens?
Yeah, when you run out.
Oh,
Do you have to go in lockers to
Yeah.
refresh them?
No, no, no.
It's
works-
not a stupid question.
No, the huntress does this.
I can see it's going really slowly to give
It
him back.
works like the the ag traps. So basically, the oldest one disappears and
So you
is
can keep
replaced.
putting them everywhere you want.
Yes.
Yeah. And you also don't have a slowdown. If you're watching in the video right now, there is no slowdown when you
To
use
place
your
trap.
traps. They do take a second to arm, so you can't necessarily place it on somebody who's running in front of you. It's more so to when they get back around the loop
Yeah, okay.
that you can use it. effectively.
15% slow.
So that's the dream snares. Obviously, these can be.
And what happens when you go over them? Do they
modified by
disappear?
some add-ons that we have, which can be fun.
Ish. Yes. You can trigger some status effects when people
Yeah, that's
trip the.
That's what I had in mind.
Yes.
Second one is dream projection, which is going to be the funkiest
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah. So this is his map pressure tool. The dream snares is more. For
Oh, that's the
So
gens.
dream projection allows you to teleport to a generator by channeling an ability.
Ooh, I think there's a typo there.
Shows you, look, yeah.
Protection.
Dream protection,
Yeah.
not dream protection.
Close enough. So
Yeah.
dream projection causes the generator to explode in blood while you're teleporting towards it, and a copy of Freddy comes out of the ground, which you will then take place of that Freddy.
Can you bait
You
it?
cancel at any time. The blood will stop. Freddy doesn't come out of the generator, and your power goes on cooldown.
So the whole thing is on a cooldown.
The whole thing's on a cooldown. So you have
And they can
45
see it.
seconds,
Before
cooldown
you
by
can
base.
teleport again.
Yeah, but if survivors are asleep, you get a reduced cooldown of 15% per sleeping survivor.
Which means that if you have a lot of sleeping people, you can teleport everywhere.
Okay.
60% cooldown.
Yeah.
And is one of the best laughs in our game,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and I think with that, it's even reached up to 80%
Yeah, it's 80%.
reduction. So
They've really
have
changed
fun
him.
with this, guys.
It's gonna be good.
So when he hits them, they go into dream world.
Has the best.
Now,
Really? The
Like
doctor,
it.
the doctor is pretty dope too.
I just like.
when he hits them, they go into dream world. Is that how it works?
Oh, there you go.
So he has to hit all the survivors.
So that's dream projection.
Yes.
And then there's a special little thing that happens if you use some add-ons, correct?
Yes. Specific add-ons. We're not gonna
Yes.
go into the specific
Oh,
add-ons.
Before,
specifically.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Does calm spirit prevent people from screaming when you step on a snare? That's a very good question. Thank you, Eco.
If
He doesn't know.
If it doesn't,
to be
it
verified.
definitely should. If it doesn't, it definitely should because it has squelched the madness scream.
And it doesn't yet, though. You can see his eyes.
Actually, it should stop the
Okay.
scream from the nightmare.
But we'll double check.
We're gonna double check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yes.
I don't think it does.
So
Yet.
yes, let's move on to add-ons that do funky things.
Yes. So we have an add-on. We talked about this in the live stream already. Ultimately, you can take an add-on, just change your snares to pallets. So these are dream pallets.
So you won't have the snares.
You will not have the snares. They
We
completely
just saw
replace your
the
power.
pallet explode into blood.
Yes.
Super fun.
Exactly. So what you can do is you can place these dream pallets around the map. Ultimately, they're only visible to sleeping survivors, and only sleeping survivors can interact.
Sleeping
with them.
survivors
Other
can.
than like the Doctor, where his illusionary pallets will disappear.
We were just talking
when
about
you're
this
close
today.
to the laugh. In this case, when you drop it, the pallet will explode in blood.
So people will actually, stay next to the
Interesting.
pallet
That's
and
way
hold
better than
the
the
button
the
and
things he
laugh
puts
because they're
down.
coming to them and they'll
The
be
things he puts
stabbed
down
in
is
the
shit.
head. Instead, it'll explode into blood and then they'll die.
Yeah, one of my favorite moments is smacking somebody through the blood as Freddy.
Yes.
That's very satisfying.
Yeah. Also, contrary to the doctor, unless I'm mistaken,
That's
the doctor
interesting.
can only spawn dream like his fake pallets on already broken pallets.
8
but
fake
For the
pallets.
dream pallets, it's on all possible pallet spots from the map. So.
Oh wow.
So as a survivor, your job when you're playing
That's-
against
that's
the dream
interesting.
It's a memory game.
pallet is to play
Yeah.
the memory game.
Mhm.
It's like that pallet was not there when I was awake, and now it's there when I'm asleep. Interesting.
So it's even places
as
what
a
don't have
survivor,
pallets
you can
then,
drop
but they
these
can
pallets
have pallets
and,
there.
you know,
I know the
turn
pallet
those pallet
places
spots,
when
but
they're
Freddy
not
is
there
super
because
easy to
of
place
the
another
experience I've played this
Yeah.
game.
So
There's also
ultimately-
So I
another
should
that-
be able
that-
to
that
place
makes it that when you drop the
anywhere I
pallets,
want
your aura
because
will
I
be
know the
revealed
places.
for
Unless it gives you like a
few
UI
seconds.
thing, I guess.
Oh, be careful! Be careful!
That's
Yeah.
way better than the other
It's
one. The
definitely
other
windows
one's
of
crap.
opportunity tell you
The
if the
pallet
pallet
one's
is real
good.
or
The other
not.
one I think is
It
kind of
will tell
shitty.
you there is
So
a-
you only get this.
It will tell you there's a pallet.
Yeah.
Basically, it will full windows of opportunity.
Yeah.
So nothing is safe.
Okay.
Except when you're awake. Now this is the way that you really
Yeah.
Yeah.
you really counter the dream pallets and then the snares as well. Is you wake up and you will not be under effect of these pallets because you will not see them. If you have Windows opportunity, it will not highlight the pallets as you are not
So if you
asleep.
have windows of opportunity and you see pallets and then you fall asleep and you see more pallets, try to remember which ones just popped up.
Pretty much. Yeah. And he has a limit of 10, so he can place 10 across the map.
which then refreshes the same way as the.
Why wouldn't they make the pallet
Yes.
his ability? I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, it's an art
I don't know.
power
I don't know
to
why they've got that
quantify how
slowdown
strong
thing.
it
That
is,
slowdown
and it's-
thing,
has some mind games.
15%. How long for?
The survivors part, but it's really interesting and really makes
not
it,
much,
oh,
is it,
This is
15?
a palette game. I have to remember everything.
Don't know.
I think it's a pretty interesting power for both the killer and the survivor.
Is that an add-on as well? They
One
said.
question that I might
Like, how
like to
rare
think
is that
about,
add-on?
Which is, why would you wake up playing against the nightmare? And ultimately, if the killer is very good at using his traps and using his generator teleport, you will want to wake up as quick as possible to not give him that kind of power.
Yeah.
If
It
he's
stops
not really
fast
good with his
bolts
traps,
and alerts
it
you.
might not be as appealing to wake up, and we might not necessarily need
It
to.
might not be as critical, but it's never
But you have to
an
set them up
advantage
like
to
Trapper,
use.
which wastes a lot of time. The
never
pallets
good.
is way better
But it might
because
not
you
be
can
that
chase
bad.
people while doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unlike
there was that weird part during our first playtest where the lullaby was like before we
Oh,
heard the
directional,
lullaby.
so it gave you so
There's
much
1 second to
information when
play
you're
it.
sleeping.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I know, but you need to set
There's a
everything up.
question
Like
here,
you need
not
to
anymore.
walk
Worth
away,
repeating.
set this up, walk
all-
away,
are
set
all
this
of
up,
these
all
three
while the
skills,
survivor's doing gens.
Are going to be used, or are we going to choose one after the PTB? So no, to repeat.
But it's easier to
that,
wake up now.
The dream projection, so being able to teleport to different.
You don't have to walk
generators
away,
with
you
the
can do it during the
speed
chase.
and
1
everything,
second.
That's always going to be there.
always
For
there.
Freddy,
That's
that's
basic.
basic. He's got that.
Yeah.
And the dream snares is basic stuff. You can
Yes.
put the snares, the blood pools, and people step in them, and then they scream, ha ha ha, fun times. And if you use a specific add-on or
Yes.
a specific series of add-ons, you will be able to transform the snares into those fake pallets.
Exactly. So the only thing, so you can have only 2 of these powers at once. You can either have the snares or the pallets, but you always have the dream projection.
There you go. I think that's very well put.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you. Peanuts. Peanuts.
Peanuts. Thank you very much, Peanuts.
Okay, so it's add-ons. Which add-ons?
Okay, so the
Looks
other
like a
question
bit
that
dodge,
I
yeah.
have is what happens to the add-ons that I have now and the stuff that I already have collected for Freddy?
Super
I have
great
a
question.
Prestige 2 Freddy, so
It's like you're wearing a shirt too.
Yeah.
It's very. I like that. In theme. Yes, you'll keep all your add-ons. Ultimately, might be some add-ons that have changed rarity. We've already seen this with the Wraith if you've been playing since then.
Hello, way
you'll
younger,
always
thank
keep all the
you.
stock that you had.
but the add-ons are going to transform into something.
Yeah, when I shave, I do.
Not a single one will stay the same.
So, can you give
Every add-on's
people
changing,
one
okay.
hint on an add-on that'll turn into something like
Completely.
the pallets?
Well, the pallet one,
no,
we already
yeah.
gave that one away.
We already did.
Wait, you want to say exactly which one it is?
Well,
Is
so
it an
I'd
ultra
like-
rare?
Oh, you're sneaky.
Is it an ultra
Would
rare?
I say
Is it
like,
an ultra rare?
The garden rake?
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay, I'll
I'll
say garden
just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay, does adrenaline
Garden
wake
rake.
you up?
It should still wake you up.
It should still
Yeah,
wake you
yeah.
up.
We'll see if this is still something that's necessary in the future, but lore-wise, adrenaline.
Adrenaline's
makes
very
sense.
strong in it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Quentin.
Okay, so let's summarize this.
Yeah, no
and
panic.
Go back over.
You never
everything
used to
to make
though,
sure that
so
people
wonder what,
understood.
influenced
People
it.
like repetition.
Yes.
Isn't
oh,
Garden
destroying
Rake a
a
green
fake
add-on?
pallet
Yeah, I think
to
so.
notify the killer.
I'm not sure, I've never
Yeah,
used
it's
it.
Like a
throwing
normal
pallet.
Yeah, like a normal pallet, it does a loud noise, and maybe you'll get revealed by an aura
Exactly.
If he's got the right add-on.
if he's got
Exactly.
the right add-ons.
The killer does not get stunned by the dream pellets.
No.
This is not a thing.
There's a bit of blood.
The
which
aura
might
thing's crap.
Hinder your vision. But
I wouldn't.
Why
I wouldn't
would
count
they
on
use
it.
an aura thing? If they're putting a
okay,
pallet
so
down, you're
very
next to
important,
them.
Micro sleep, which is the state when you're not sleeping. So kind of awake.
Yeah. You're
Might
still
go
in
to sleep.
Freddy's world.
That
makes sense. Allows the nightmare to attack survivors at any time. So we
Anyone.
call it micro sleep, so it makes sense in lore that Freddy can affect you at any time you're in a trial with him.
Anytime.
It looks interesting though.
Survivors.
Look
are
forward
always
to
on
trying them out.
passive.
Hopefully you guys come and check it out as well
Exactly.
over here.
60 seconds, usually, to fall asleep,
And then
unless
you can't get-
modified.
Exactly.
Programmer's
How do
nervous,
you
maybe.
wake up? 3 ways to wake up.
3 ways. So there's failing skill checks. There is using the wake up action, and there is finding your alarm clock.
There you go.
And that
God.
one gives you a 30-second pause on the time.
And then the dream abilities.
Dream snares as a base with the dream projection. And then with an add-on, you can switch the dream snares to dream pallets.
So the dream snares are the pools of blood. You step in, people scream.
Joseph Singh, thanks for
slows you
10
down,
months. Thank you, man.
Makes you unable to fast vault.
Exactly. And it has a lingering effect of 3 seconds. We did not mention that.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just enough to cut
3 seconds for
literally
15.
cut to the chase.
You catch up pretty much at Bloodlust
Yeah.
level 1.
Then the projection is when you teleport to a generator,
Yes.
and then the pallets are.
You catch up on pretty much
something you
Bloodlust level
swap
1.
The snares for.
So it's saying that you pretty much are getting
Some fake
Bloodlust level
pallets
1
that you
once they're
put
in it.
Anywhere, and then people put it down, and then it's like a shower of blood, and then you laugh, and then you kill them.
Exactly.
Okay, are actions hindered during sleep? No, not anymore. Ever.
Only with add-ons.
Yeah, there are still add-ons that will slow people down when they're sleeping.
So why would you want to break out then?
Healing a down healing from down to injured doesn't wake you up anymore.
No.
No.
What?
Yeah.
Basically, it was already kind of easy to. I mean,
To
it's
avoid
already-
traps?
there's already
There's no
lots of
traps
way
on a
to
generator what you're rushing.
Put you to wake yourself up, so we didn't think it was necessary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Before it was super necessary, as Freddy was using those people to.
Yeah, before it was there was too much strength in the sleep because it allowed him to hit you, and there was a 50% action reduction, and yeah.
Exactly.
That's a bad design there.
Spirit Fury.
I think.
I hope not. If it does, I'm going to remove it.
No, you're not breaking it.
You're not breaking it, right?
Yeah, Spirit Furies
Yeah.
only charge up when you breaks it, so
Yeah.
you're never gonna break it. It just explodes in blood. So
Survivors.
I mean,
That'd be terrible.
I'm sure
gonna
you're
write
gonna go
that
and
anyways.
check, but okay. With
We'll
object
see
of
though.
obsession,
We always
can
give
you
them
see
a
if
chance,
Freddy
but I don't know why
wants to
they've
teleport to a gen.
they've
You're
made it so they
gonna
do
see
gens
his
really.
animation change, right?
Yeah, but you don't know if he's canceling it.
He might just cancel at the last second.
Because you always know if he wants to teleport to something, because that something is going to be showered into blood. If you're seeing the gen, you'll know that it's got blood coming
Yeah,
out.
And you also have
Yeah.
Freddy getting on the ground.
And if you see Freddy, you're going to see that he's doing his animation, so
Yeah.
you know that he's doing that right now.
Exactly.
I think there's an add-on that makes it so that when you're charging up, all the gens spew blood.
But you're forced to go. You can't cancel anymore with it.
Yeah, but that means that if you see the gen burst into blood, it doesn't mean that Freddy's coming to yours.
No. I played against it today again, and it was
Yeah.
quite fun. So every time the generator would explode in blood, I was just like, there's no
Well, you
person
could-
coming
you
out
could
of it.
just-
There's no fake Freddy. Oh, he's using the add-on. Shit.
You could just run to
I never
the.
know if he's going to come
the pallet
anymore.
every time.
Kind of ran every time.
Yeah, you would. You would.
Just to be
But then you'd
safe.
come back. So it's safe.
But it should be quite
Or
interesting.
you could just wait
Yeah,
there and
you
just
can
get the
culture rare,
let him mouse one you.
I believe. No, it's
I
not
don't
ultra,
know.
it's
Do
actually
traps
rare.
have a cooldown?
No.
So the snares,
No.
do they have a cooldown?
No.
No, it's a 1 second to place,
Yes.
but that's it.
Yeah, and after
yeah,
that, they
they
have
work
a-
on a token system, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like the ag. There's no
Yeah.
cooldown on the ag. You're always limited by the amount you can place.
Yeah, and where you want to place them. And then in addition to that, they have a 5-second duration. So they will have a lifetime of 5 seconds, or they'll be active. So you can get
So
slowed again
once
if you step
someone
back in it.
triggers it,
Yeah.
it's active for 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then if you have triggered it, and once
Okay.
you've left the trap, well, you're going to start a timer for 3 seconds, where you're going to continue to be slowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was saying you put it
Dreams
down,
or
it's only there for
snares
5
disappear
seconds.
Once they're used, yes, there's a 3
Exactly.
seconds.
Yeah, I thought it was.
A lot of people are asking if the Mori is going to change. Does the Mori change?
Not for the moment.
So because of the fact that he's not invisible anymore by default,
Oh yeah, that's true.
we had to fiddle with the Mori. But the Mori should be the same.
The animation
as it
is
was.
pretty much the same.
Yeah, yeah, it should be
The effect is going to be slightly different. Can Freddy see people across the map when they are inside the dream
No.
state? Not anymore.
Of course not. Since the sleep is a lot more, it's inevitable and it's all the time there and it's passive. You no longer see the aura.
So there's no auras outside the terrarias,
Specifically, there's no aura. outside
Wait,
there,
wha-
just-
how
which
does
good,
it- what is
because
it-
if
what
there
is the
was
new
aura-
thing with the
if
sleep,
there
guys? I
was
missed
auras,
that.
There could not be the janitor teleport.
Yeah.
What's
I
the
mean,
new thing
it's-
with the sleep?
Yeah.
I think it's a much more fun kind of map pressure to
Progressive.
be able to teleport than to just auto find people.
No more mind games.
And
Feels
people
bad.
don't
We
know
just
that
had a
on
mind
the
game today, didn't we? With
Uh,
them?
also-
And that
Oh,
led to a lot
On a
of
timer,
Good
it's
question.
60
Can Freddy
second
teleport to
automatic
gens that are
timer.
already done.
No, they can't teleport. So
They
Freddy
fall
can't
asleep
teleport to
passively.
a
So
completed
they have to keep
gens
trying to wake each
or
other up.
blocked gens. So
Blocked
for
for
example,
any reason.
Okay.
any reason. So if you use corrupt intervention and the 3 generators are blocked at the start of the match, you cannot teleport to those gens. If you close the hatch and now you've blocked all the rest of the generators, completed all the other ones,
You can't teleport anymore.
you can't teleport at all. So your power actually is diminished over the type period of the game for your map mobility.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really that diminished because the parts of the map where there's no gens, you don't really want to be there anyway.
Usually there's less
Yeah.
chances of action going there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I get it, I
during
get
the
it.
End game.
I thought when you
it's
hit them, they go into dream.
quite
Okay,
a hit since you can't use it at all, but
Yes.
that's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. You could do like I guess some kind of extended 3 gens like with since you can just jump
From one to
instantly
another.
from one.
And you
Yeah.
got
That's
Papa's
very long
Weasel
going.
or
Well,
surveillance.
you still have a cooldown. You
Yeah.
can't use it all the time. You have to wait a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so will small game work with the traps? With the
Yes.
snares? Yes, it does.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh.
No
Bramblewolf,
aura,
thank you for the
no
20 bits.
gens,
This
speed,
seems really
buffs.
bad.
What is the point of being asleep?
So this is
Yeah,
what I mentioned
there it
earlier,
is.
and
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
said this is the question that's going to be asked.
Yeah, of course
And
it
will not be
is.
the last time, I'm sure. If Freddy is really good with his traps, what we expect is the players will want to get out of the dream to not be affected by the traps.
Yeah.
In chases, it's a lot easier to get away if you don't have to step on the snares or pay attention to fake pallets or real pallets. Now, you can take a gamble and stay asleep, but this just
So
gives
what
Freddy
I'm
more
thinking
power.
in my head
It's
right
up to
So
now-
that's
you.
the thing, is it reduces by, what, 15% the cooldown of the generator teleport?
Per person asleep.
Per person asleep.
Yeah.
So it's significant.
Yes. We're going to find out exactly how strong it is when it goes into the
Yeah.
public.
It won't
But
matter.
ultimately, that's the
Even if
reason
it isn't
why,
too good, you
may wanna
won't
get
go
out of the dream.
crazy.
But we're not forcing you to get out of the dream.
So
Will the teleport
what I'm
be ready
thinking
when
is
round
if when
starts, or
Freddy
does it
chases
start on
me,
a cooldown? You can
I'm going to
teleport
put a
as soon
pallet
as
down,
I think we're going to put it on.
and then he's going to try and loot
Yeah.
me around the pallet and put the
there's a lot of
the
information to
snatches
get
or
at
whatever.
the
But it's going to be like the clown, where I'm going to
certain
try and
add-ons,
force him to
you
break
might
the
have
pallet,
people who already
right?
start asleep, for
No?
example. Another little hint. Or people are falling asleep after the 60 seconds. You're going to get a faster regeneration at that point.
Can you burn?
So there's
the
no
stairs
point
with
waking up?
Flashlights.
No, not at the moment. But this is actually an interesting question. I just don't know how, if it's too
Gotta
easy
beat the
for
originator,
everyone to do
Scoot.
it might so that they become very ineffective. I don't know
Yeah, I
how
mean-
we would look at that.
Since it's one of his main powers, it'd be a little.
You can sabotage the bear traps.
It's true, and you can burn the hag's traps.
FWA,
and then
what the
there's
hell?
nothing left,
And the
except
wraith when
she's
he's invisible.
awesome.
She is. I like that.
It just seems like
Okay, can
you-
Freddy
it's gonna-
recharge his
Yeah, but
traps,
the
or is
thing
it
is,
10? Yeah.
The ag traps and the bear traps are hard to see. Freddy's traps are not.
No, they're super in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bloody.
Can Freddy recharge his traps, or is it 10? He doesn't need to recharge. It's like the hag's trap. So when you do the 9th one, it actually removes the first one.
okay.
What does
Yeah.
it say? Does his teleport have infinite range?
Yes.
Yes.
But
If you see a generator and that one's available, you can
You
go.
can go.
yeah, of course you
That's
can go to
interesting.
another trial though.
No,
No, you can't. No.
you can't
So
switch
it's,
from like.
it's limited to a trial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
It's a really good point. Yeah. Interesting design decision for the future.
That'd be kind of cool, though. Killer that can teleport between trials.
And now I'm done with this map. There's no more pallets. Let's go to another one.
That's terrible. Let's not do that. Okay, let's put that with the flying killer.
Yes.
Let's
Ooh,
not do that.
Are we doing that? When do we
No.
do that? Oh man.
Early prototype, the pretotype. We had a.
Hmm. Well,
flying
we're always
killer.
going to give him a try, but
Yeah, and it was.
beta-
it
I've
was
just
there.
thought of like
It was
something you could
just
do versus
too
him.
bad.
Obviously, we don't know yet,
You can just fly
but
up and go. Oh,
it just
there
looks
they are.
like when you verse clown, you just put a
Yeah.
pallet down
What are
quickly,
pallets
and
when
you
you can
stand at the
fly?
pallet,
Can you
and if he
get
tries to
hard
mind
with
game
this?
it in any way, you've got a pallet which
Probably.
isn't
You can.
it isn't affected.
You only
It's not
generate
like a
0.5.
festival. A pallet, you go
I-
faster no
Oh,
matter
maybe
what
the
your
HUD's
your
not
speed.
long enough to actually cover the
I
whole
think
snare.
you only go like a meter.
Your pallet, you always go fast on
How
it.
big is the snare?
So that's what you do with the
2 meter.
clown. Like you put the
That's like
pallet
a
down, you
meter,
wait at
so
it,
2
you
meters
wait
down.
for him to break it, you run to another
So
one.
maybe-
That's what it feels
Try
like
it.
Freddy's going to be like. But I guess we'll see.
Good luck.
When he teleports to a gen, is there going to be a warning that he's coming, or is it just going to be there instantly? So yeah, you definitely weren't there at the beginning of the show.
15%.
Yeah, there's
Doesn't seem
about
like a lot,
4
does
seconds
it?
Channel time. So
3 seconds. So but the
I
way-
mean, but with the start of the animation and
absolutely. Well, on
Yeah.
the survivor side, you get 5 seconds of blood coming out of the generator,
And then you see a husk of Freddy.
coming out of the ground
Right.
beside the generator.
Damn, that's a
So
long
ultimately,
time.
you should have plenty of time to decide to run,
5
or
seconds?
hide, urban evasion, whatever you would like. That's the time to do it.
There you go.
1, 2.
Yeah. I
3,
think we
4.
pretty much
That's
gone
a long
around
time.
Everything. There was some very
You could
decent
literally react
questions
to it
in
if you
there,
were a
very
second.
good,
I'm sure there
questions.
will be way more, and they
Well,
can
that's
ask
it.
us on the forums, right?
Yes, they can ask us on the forums. We'll be happy to take them. You can also wait until Tuesday
And check it on the
and then
PTB.
check on the PTB.
Isn't
and
Bloodlust
play,
10% per token?
No.
No.
Enjoy.
Bloodlust has
and
been
then ask
changed.
us questions and then help us refine it so that we can make some tweaks. And when it goes live a little later, it's perfect.
A little
Ish.
later. I like that. Yeah.
A little later.
Yeah.
After.
When did they say,
Extra
guys,
small.
the PTB was?
Will small game warn you of fake pallets? No.
I don't. Does it trigger on fake pallets right now?
We
Okay.
already had this conversation there.
I'm pretty sure we did. We go all over the place.
Yeah,
By the way, throughout this whole development, we go back and forth so many times on everything that we're thinking.
Dedex, thanks
We
for
should try this.
13 at month. 13 month,
Oh,
Mr.
wait,
Drew.
no.
I hope you're
We
doing
should try
alright. I'm not bad. How you doing,
Yeah,
man?
he's like, we already did this.
Just checking the Freddy
Okay,
rework.
but okay, so basically right now, small game works on dream pallets. Small game is not a particularly strong perk, so we don't think that it's a problem to buff it.
Yeah.
Of course, I had my reserves about it, but
That's fair.
I mean, it's not. I think it will be alright. I don't think small game will be a meta perk because of it, unless Freddy's.
He is a bit uncomfortable,
and
yeah.
he uses pallets every game. The other thing is that his,
Hal, thank you for the 20
the
bits.
cone is so large that
Don't get mad
For a small
at
game.
devs
Small
until
game.
after the
in some cases you're
PTB.
gonna have a double pallet.
Did you say
don't know
that
which one's the fake one?
with Ghostface as
I
well?
was running around a car, and I think I was playing against Pat, and I
Yeah, we'll see.
multiple times. And
It
there's
won't
two
matter though.
pallets,
If Freddy
and I'm like,
Freddy
which
isn't
one's-
that strong
which
at the
one's real? They're
PTB,
both fake.
they'll probably
That's amazing.
do some kind of buff, and then they'll do a hot fix and nerf him again.
It does. Andy is saying that it
You
does.
can't blame him for being pessimistic.
Okay.
Ghostface just happened.
Do sacrifice survivor count as sleeping survivors?
No.
Shorting the cooldown of the
No.
teleport.
So
No.
as you kill people in the match, your potential to do generate teleport reduces.
I'm sorry to tell you, but sleeping is not the same as being dead.
Not sleeping with the fishes.
No,
That's
really
not
not.
what we say in Dead by Daylight.
Will Freddy know if a pallet is fake?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. He's gonna have.
Basically, there's a special VFX on the pallets, and you'll be able to see the outlines up to a certain
Okay.
distance. Is it 24 meters, I think?
I think so. Or 16.
24
I
meters.
played between both.
Will the
I
real
see.
broken pallet
16 meters.
bits be visible when a fake pallet
No.
is placed over
Why
it?
don't they
No.
just have it unlimited?
It will disappear. It will be just too easy to tell.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bit of a dead
Freddy
giveaway.
behind you. Why don't they just do it unlimited? What's that going to
Sorry,
do,
You
like, as a
thought you
bad
found
thing?
Life hack, but
No.
no.
We had also thought about making it so like the pallets didn't have collision.
Yeah.
So when you're running around, you can be like,
Why would it be 16?
and then you try to
16
drop it
meters.
or whatever the case may be.
Sweet.
But we decided to keep the collision.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're done here. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
Thierry.
no problem.
Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you, Matt.
It was a pleasure. So hopefully you enjoyed this very informative little moment with us. If you have more questions, as we said, forums are a great way to talk about this. Let's start some conversation going in the Discord, everywhere. Yes, the PTB is on July 9th, which is next Tuesday.
We're on about Gumba.
Join us and give the new
Well?
Freddy
So stupid.
try,
Yeah.
and then let us know if you think we did a good job.
Yeah, no, of course, we did a darn good job.
What do I think? I don't know yet.
That's true.
Oh, sorry,
We almost made it through the
nice.
whole thing without a darn.
Yeah.
Oh well. That was
Yeah,
good.
sorry, I had to break it, so sorry.
I'm pretty sure Gab is
Couldn't
like,
resist.
yes.
François, do you have a bleep button now? No? Okay, we're just saying goodbye now? Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you guys later.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see. I don't know. What do you think, guys? I guess we'll see. Like on the PTB. When did you say the PTB were, guys? Seems weak. The pallet thing's interesting. The traps look weak. There's massive counterplay to them. We'll see though. Might not be as much counterplay as it looks. 9th, so it's soon. What are you saying? Tuesday. Okay. But yeah, I guess we'll see, guys. That's the rework anyway. So,